you know, rotate device. Jesus. Now, yeah. Now they're conforming. People are trying to tell me what to do at my church. You know how people can be on. The hall monitors can be on YouTube. But I'm gonna rotate my device. But I like the home screen or whatnot. Will I be able to sit it here? Okay. Let me see. Will it go that way? I might have to put something there. Alright, it's a street back there. People might pass by whatnot. I had the camera rigged up. But this is Pharaoh, Osiris, Uncle Man, Roz, King Joseph, Joseph's Raymond Vaughn Jr., the thirds. This is February 22nd, 2019. Church of the God, Jesus Christ, plus Māāt equals life. You know, it's all one entity. But what we do at King Joseph's Church, we take the Bible here. You know, King Joseph's Bible. I had to whip up a new cover on it. We're going to ecclesialities today. As we say explanations, you can say it how you want to say it. Come on, the Bible is very difficult to read. But what we're going to do at King Joseph's Church, we're going to balance it with ancient religion, Egyptology. So we're going to take a little essence from the planet, because the planet religion been around a long time. What Egyptology is 8,000 years old. They find giants on earth bodies. People been roaming around here for hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions of years. So Egyptology is nothing new. You know, the Bible is definitely nothing new. And first of all, if you want to be in your ears to King Joseph's Church, you got to know racism and biasness. You know, it really, if you even listen to the title and come to the church, it doesn't exist. And if it exists in your mind, well, it's too bad. It's the United States. Some things are fun, you know. Mental masturbation is fun. But what we're going to do, we're going to get to today's lesson. You know, we're going to start in ecclesialities. One thing about me in 2019, find out a lot about myself. I'm in California right now, Oakland, California. You know, I'm from here, Colorado, Nevada, all the way to Kansas City right now. I'm trying to make it to the East Coast. You know, a spiritual journey, it is what it is. And out to the East Coast, around the world. We're going to start here. I have this book. And I had this big old Egyptology book here. I try to remember. I need to take notes where I get some books, because this big old book, for the life of me, I cannot remember where it came from. I can remember where this Bible came from. I'm not going to discuss where the Bible came from right now. I had a lot of Bibles. Everywhere I travel, everywhere I go, I get Bibles. Even when I was staying in the mission in Kansas City or whatnot, and when I was doing total badlands there in the snow, and Unc was in Las Vegas somewhere, and yeah, the people were so nice there. I even had a couple of Bibles from there. You know, it was cool. It is what it is. I had Bibles from when I was in a bad place, and you know what I'm saying? Move around. Some of them come up missing, but I know some of my family members have them. Totally cool. We're going to start with ecclesialities 14. I picked up my Bible a week ago, February 2019. We know it could have been kind of strange. Going to 114. I've seen all works that are done under the sun. They had to kind of rhyme. This guy was probably an artist, rapper, or something. Indeed, all is vanity and grasping for wind. So, when I picked my Bible back up, I want to go over the minor prophets again. So I started here and going to swipe it straight through the end. King Joseph read this thing, tried to read it like a novel. I read this back and forth like 3 times. Sometimes unfortunately I had the time to do it. Sometimes I did it with my wings flying in the freedom of the United States air. Or are we really, really free? We ain't going to talk about the government because after he gave, the government gave people just unlimited credit cards right now. And you know what I'm saying? People still wouldn't be free or mentally prepared. So let's try to get some people mentally prepared, even if it's not me. Like I said, real authentic person in life. You see, I'm in life, I'm in nature. I do this in a 3-dimensional world piece. So, a message to the internet people with this Bible in my hand. We're going to talk about vanity. Because the positive messages, the godly messages, like this man said, everything under the sun is vanity. This is a little more vanity here than the things that go on in the fighting stuff, the fighting shits and all this. I'm one of the United States' first defined pharaohs of the millennium. I'm a spiritual master. I can have this thing in my hand, and God knows my heart. I put it right here, okay, and speak through this book to you people. It's not gonna burn me, okay? Pick up this thing, God talks to you. Like I say, sometimes you gotta allow the Holy Spirit to talk through you. This man is talking about vanity and works. None in the sun. Are you working? What are you doing? Or are you just being a totally lazy behind, even after you're at work? Or are you sitting there doing what you do? But this sermon isn't about other people. This sermon is about these books and what you're going to get out of it. And you can be such a great teacher. Like me, you can sit here and tweak yourself out with these 2 books in the hand, double hemisphere, and hit it like this, and make the two feathers of Māāt come up, and you can get down and dirty for your crown with positivity, baby. It's this book. Egyptian book coming forth by day. You can't be so one-sided. You can balance this. You can get a church. You can say, all right, you can take the Holy Quran. This is about, Christianity and the Holy Quran. This is freedom of speech. Sometimes it's not when you're on the internet, but it's freedom of speech in the United States. People been shot the fuck down for religion. Every day people dying for money. Sometimes money is number one cause. And money is vanity and grasping for air. Because I'm a man. Got a Bible in my hand right now. I'm grasping for air about some money that I need to get to pay my bills. So these things, we're in 2019, people have to work, just like the Bible said. This Bible here, this man wrote this regardless if he was a Greek white man running through the Egyptian desert and getting things out of the forth by day, wherever they found these things, caves or whatever. This thing could be probably 1,200 years old. Are you going to take these guys' word for it? They were a lot more educated than we were. We get information from people. These guys wanted to be like Plato, Socrates, read and shine and know things and levitate. It's people like that still on earth, the remnant of God who love God and like Jesus said, don't let your mind be lazy. He's talking about reading this book. This is a big book. You wanna just pick this book up and get tired, get what you want out of it and get tired? You see these pages? When I was preparing this sermon for you guys, I marked these pages a day ago. And the Spirit came to me and said, just talk through the internet and get no views. But I'm King Joseph, Pharaoh, Cyrus, Uncle Man, Ra. It's probably 2 billion people out there. I'm probably on 2020 Live. Who gives a shit? It's a 3rd dimensional. It's people running around here, living in a total fantasy world, trying to cipher other people's life off of their life. Even if they're crackheads in the street. So, like this guy say, nothing new is under the sun. Even when them people were smart, I told lazy people, you have negatives and positives. So the higher people get on a plane of intelligence and reality, people are going to get fucking dumber. It's like a weight. Okay? You have to study your history. You have to study your past and your present and live in the present. Some people want to live in the future past. King Joseph is going to tell you, you have to live in the right now, and see everything going on. Otherwise, especially in the United States today, you're screwed. Or around the world, people have it way worse than us. With little Germany societies, and they say they free, get my iPhones, and sometimes I'm a victim of YouTube. Sometimes I want to watch YouTube all day. I met Tupac a couple of times. Sometimes I get bored, watch every Tupac conspiracy there is. It is what it is. Now, let's go to Ecclesiastes 18. Let's get from 12. Go to Ecclesiastes 18. For in which wisdom is much grief, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. See, when I was an ignorant thug in the street back in 89, 88, I wanted to be like the big homies, do what the big homies tell me, listen to their conversations. I just want to do what they do. I didn't want to read a book, and sometimes you can't trust things from a book. But when I start reading books and when I start committing dumbass crimes, want to be down ass crimes, that's why I don't blame the people, the young men of the day or the young women of the day. They're caught up in their wanting to be popularity contests. I'm just glad I made it out, because karma's karma. I got things done back to my dumbass. You know what I'm saying? My scars showing inside and outside. I'm not gonna lift my shirt up. It's not fucking war wound day. This is the day to get closer to God, closer to nature, closer to fucking reality, or this is the day to just go to fucking hell because you're in the way in the world. Colors. Everybody want to gangbang in the world and shit, right? Let me take my glasses off for this one, so you can see old brown eyes sing you a song about religion, baby. And actually nothing is, this guy's gonna get to it. Almost rhyme. I'm gonna say nothing is right or wrong. But when I started reading those books and all this stuff, and increasing my, first I was reading fiction, Jackie Collins and all this stuff, keeping myself occupied. First book I just ran through was Man, Child in the Promised Land by Claude Brown. Now, in school, we used to have to read in class and all this. Call of the Wild was one of the ones we read in class, but come on, we're talking about an independent man stretching his brain cells and maintaining things. I always had a good memory. I was one of the biggest stoners around here in this neighborhood in Oakland. Still, I used to get stoned. I used to keep my memory about certain things. But it's a balance of knowledge, because the more you read these books, especially dealing with this Bible, God is going to test you. It's either you're going to make a decision for the good, make a decision for the bad. In the beginning, of course, you're going to make mistakes, stumble, and all this type of stuff. It is what it is. Like when the devil's children read the Bible, when they try to twist it up and all that stuff, and they go out and fuck with mankind and all this whole type of shit, because they're actual demons. They're on a mission to be supernatural. Well, I'm little percentage God. I don't know how much percent, but everybody has little supernatural talents. Now, since people are sitting there talking about this nigga's crazy, let's switch over to this book. Let's talk about Pharaoh's ship. I might have a couple of pictures for you guys. When did I draw this? The falcon horse sitting on top of the house with the double crown. Do I got a date? Because sometimes I date things. It's probably had to be a couple of years ago. The 2017. Alright. I did this in 2017. That's actually me. When you're a pharaoh, you can work the hieroglyphics. Especially when you're a king. I'm the fucking falcon god. I'm the sun god. And then people say, oh, he ain't got no money, because all people will fucking care about. I don't give a fuck, you white, black. And these days, you just fucking care about some fucking money if your parents ain't raised you right. And you're going to be one of those, people are people. Nothing is new under the sun, but you're just going to be one of them rich-ass jerks or one of the middle-class jerks riding around in your glorified piece of plastic. It's a fucking car. A Lamborghini glorified piece of plastic with a beautiful fucking engine under it. So what do you work for? I'm sitting here working for God right now, you piece of shit, and you judging me. Fuck you, double finger. I love you, God, right here in the heat north. God know that. I love you, Jesus Christ+Māāt. My queen, love you. Hey, P-Cat. God bless you, P-Cat. I'm having church today. Remember, I told you I'm going to start a church when I'm 50? This ain't practice. I'm starting a church right now. Not starting church. We in church. Like I say, live in the present. 9800 CGP. You know, let's do First Dynasty record company. King Joseph, First Dynasty record company. Those weren't gang signs. We gang banging for God right now. God. Beat a nigga ass for God. What do you think an angel's job is? Whoop a devil's motherfucking ass. The devil's out here whipping people's ass. The devil's children. And we have God's children out here. And it's a class like the Justice League. But not those guys are no competition for us. They're fucking street grease. Not to see, I got a little off the subject because I'm in the hood. Yeah, you know what? YouTube think I'm playing. This is a real church. One thing King Joseph ain't gonna play with is religion. I ain't gonna play with real women. I ain't gonna play with religion. You know, back in my past life when I was an ignorant kid, I've been San Quentin, I've been to Quarry, I've been to California, got 40 prisons for me, and I was a fucking idiot. I've been to CMC East, I've been Suge Knight in the CMC East. What's Tina Turner, her husband name? I met a lot of famous people. I met the piece of shit that killed all the people for Charles Manson, Tex Watson. I'm not gonna blast him out. Good friend of mine. He was a chaplain. He worked in church. I don't know if he was a chaplain or whatever. At certain, y'all had to find out what prison he was at. But this was back in, I had to be a kid when I met the slasher Tex Watson. It changed his life. Went for God. Who knows? The man probably, go to heaven, fry in hell. Look at Paul and all them. Not to say nothing, but like the dudes used to say, if I seen Jesus Christ on earth too, I probably would have stabbed 300 people. But it fucking King Joseph wouldn't, or anybody positive person in their right mind off PCP. You know. I was in fucking Corcoran State Prison in 1997, right next to Charles Manson. I was in 4A1 right fucking shit, right? Cops talking about, oh, Charlie in there doing this today. This ain't off subject. Charles Manson was a fucking demon, alright? So this ain't off the religious subject. It's like hell, they're a fucking demon. And I ain't saying them because they white people. It's niggas running around here killing people every day. Fucking demons. Chicago, Oakland, woo. So this church ain't about fucking race. You know, hey, what's up to the Asian people, you fucking gooks? Love the shit out of Asian people. Always got your back after your rights. Are you left or are you in the middle living in fucking reality? Hey to the crackers, hey to the white niggers. And you see, I used the N-R word. This means fucking nothing. After you take it offensive, you burn to it. You don't need to be watching, you don't even need to be in King Joseph's fucking church because you're one of these, hive-minded governmental zombies, but I'm not saying that to judge. I'm telling the truth. You wanted me to put the Bible back in my hand and tell the truth? Oh well. Well, we're going to talk about Pharaoh ship. I got pictures for you guys. King Joseph is going to draw a picture for you. Okay. I drew a picture. Look, they like, this guy, he can't draw and he's a retard. Yeah, I applied for SSI, I tried to do this shit and I still got denied. This is a house, a top view of a house. When you see this in hieroglyphics, see there's a door. It means Pharaoh, great house. We can put it like this, in a fourth dimensional form and this shit would be a house, right? You could walk right into it. So don't be so American and mental and reading the one side and come on, man. Come on. They had like 2 pages of hieroglyphs in your schools. You probably only have 1.5 now, but it's there, people. Then you take this thing, the star here, and you put the star in the house, baby. Just like King Joseph the Falcon was sitting on top of the house and the snake was in the house. You know, the first lesson of Egyptology we're teaching at King Joseph's Church on the goddamn pulpit, bitch, because judgment starts with the motherfucking pulpit, ho. And I'm not gonna sit up here and play with church. Was I playing church all this time? All the 3, 4, 7 years I was on YouTube? No. Now King Joseph is sharing church. Here's what, right on the 9800 block. I do positive things these days. You know what I mean? Much crap went on around here. Down there, I signed up to make a decision and sell crack and fuck my life off. We're on 98th Avenue and Empire by the Oakland Airport. I live in Kansas City now. No choice. So, a fine chick called me right now. I fucking be living in Europe somewhere if she has some common sense. You know, come on, I've been single a long time. I've been through the zombie broads. I've been through the fat broads. I've been through the, you know, knock it off, you guys. But levels are levels. You know, if you're a fat, porky guy, like, you know, you're kind. I know fat, porky dudes with fine, brother. It doesn't fucking matter, especially in these days. You know, but they got the narcos, they got the zombies that look like beautiful people, have no minds. You know, so come on. It doesn't matter what it look like. What's up, Malik? What's up?
Can you go to the store for me?
No, I'm having church right now. We're in the church. We're in King Joseph's Church live. King Joseph Church of God, Jesus Christ+Māāt. I got the Bible here. I'm working, but nah, it's Friday. I thought it was Saturday. And
Told you it was Friday.
I went back to the gas station where I worked this morning because I told the dude I was sweeping everything. He gave me the basic necessities, blunts and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna come back, get $5 worth of gas. You know how the fat dude is work overnight. He's like, yeah. I just went back up there, and he wasn't there. But Abdullah and all them was there, been giving me money and credit. So I was like, no, I just came back. So actually, I can't. All right, church. God bless you, Malik. No, you can. I'm throwing a live, all right? See, that was the young stoner. YouTube think it's a game. They think King Joseph walk around and do this and do that and smoke blunts and smoke joints and be stereotypical. And, oh man, I guess it wasn't a time for that. I guess one of no, this is strange. This is very strange. I just had a big old blunt. No, I took it off. I'm fast. You know, P-Cats. The witches, the goddamn queens are always working on me. You know, they hide things. The spirits are roaming around here right now. You know, it's what you do with them. You know, you got good witches in the world, you got bad witches. I'm a fucking witch doctor. For God, I'm sitting here, poof, what I gotta do, get some top ramen and start bouncing in the car, blood in the screen. Some people are very visual, but what King Joseph is gonna do for you, because God working on me right now, I'm gonna take these pins and use them like Pharaoh's bow and arrow. Whoo, blew it at you. And I'm weak on the bounce, all right? 2019, baby, God game. Anyway, since they think these things are a joke, never feel guilty, especially, you know, don't feel guilty or ashamed of what you do, or don't do the shit after you're in the King Joseph Church. All right, First Dynasty Army. You know King Joseph do positive music, has a record label. First Millennial Dynasty AD Army. That is all the positive people rock with me. Little kid came to the car, blah, blah, blah. When people join positive gangs in life and you have people around like me, yeah, I used to be dangerous back in the day because I used to try to conform people to be positive. You fucking can't do that. Because you hurt people. When you see people going this way and people getting shut down and trying to, you stop it. Come on, man. It's not meant for everybody. So, yeah, I apologize to the fucking government that plays God again. That used to been following me around for years. But no, you know, you fucking don't play with the government these days. You fucking absolutely don't. But I never played. It was never a game. When I went to got out the bad place, went to technical school, ITT Tech, over here, you know, basically in the hood. It's right across from Oakland Coliseum. Started playing with computers and all that junk. I didn't have a Facebook till 2013. But yeah, let's do this. Let's get more loaded and up there to God. Now, when you was one of the biggest flower users in Oakland, California, you know, these dreads probably got so much. I never would want a job where they'd be like, oh, well, yeah, I still do Fortune 500 companies like a slave. California men are great workers when they get up out the states. Because, you know, different states, you know, people treat you different. But in California, when the Spanish influx came in and all the businessmen got rich and all this stuff in the housing clothes, yeah, they hired California hired a bunch of Mexicans. It's known. They don't even need green cards. Now they do. When I was young, in my 20s and 30s in San Leandro back here, we worked for business like Labor Ready. Work that day, get paid that day. And it was nothing personal. People would call in warehouses. Look, I just want Mexicans because me and my homies just smoking weed, drinking anyway. You know, we was young. We was getting money, legitimate money. I wasn't sitting around here trying to sell dope and shit all the time, even in my fucking 20s. It just plays out after a while, especially in California. Shit burns out, laws change. This is an experimental law place for law. You know, mind fuckery. The California got one big fucking invisible cage around it for people's mind, but nothing new under the sun. Listed Eagles Hotel California and the history, hippie history. California's a trip. But when I started doing all my shit labeled in California, and I'm a working man, couldn't feel comfortable. You know, my father's side of the family is from KC. And, you know, my grandmother is from Nebraska, and they moved down. They was doing a lot of shit. Like California, all this chocolate, boy, especially in this location, you got different types of Africans. Got all type of shit in me. Just like you see the whitest fucking person in the world. That motherfucker got black in them. Everybody been fucking. Everybody got a black baby daddy. You know, you go to a real family gathering. Everybody got blacks, whites, and come on, Mexicans. There's all type of shit. You know, one thing about the United States Army, see, this is this jacket. You know, I'm always a soldier guy. You know, I still, you know, the Black Panthers got a bad rap. They got shut down. Huey Newton really wasn't a real leader of the Black Panthers. Rest in peace, Huey Newton, but he was just a face after he got famous. But Huey Newton started doing all type of fuckery, and FBI was watching them shit, got shut down. But you got the Young Panthers. They hella disrespectful. You see them downtown. We're talking about Pharaoh shit. See them downtown, they call cops pigs, right? They right in their face shit. Cops just keep walking. And, you know, peace to them too. They be going hard. Crazy kids. See, sitting here smoking hashies I made. I'd be a hypocrite talking about flowers, right? But this is no better. Like I say, my tolerance been so jacked up for years. I'm in California and all this stuff. I should be on the surfboard right now somewhere. Huh? Black guy. Just think I'm a fucking blonde. Huh? It's fucking, I'm a platinum blonde. Look at all this gray. 44, premature. You know, doing all this stuff, going to the bad place. You know, betting on the Raiders. Back when the Raiders first got here, they said, oh, I was losing shelf, but the 49ers was always bringing me back in there. When they was winning Super Bowls, Steve, Jerry Rice, and all that, oh, my shelf would be stocked back up. But the Raiders gave me gray, and Frivolous Crimes gave me gray, and because I love, my time is very valuable, and I'm sitting here spending my time on the internet, sharing my experiences with God with y'all. You know, so God is in everybody ain't God's children. Some people are fucking devil's children. That's why they act like that, do the dumb shit. But God's children have a responsibility up on earth. And religion tells you. Now, we're going to go, you know, to one thing African religion tells a black man, Māāt means positivity. And when I say I'm a king, I'm the king of positivity. And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to Māāt positivity. We're going to get to Osiris. First of all, it might be amateur night out there. We're talking about Pharaoh shit. Talking about Grey House. This is a house. Like they say, your body is a universe. I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying, really bringing myself, you know, trying to tolerate my THC level. You know, it just so happened to be that point in my life. I haven't had no drugs in days. You know, I made vows New Year. When you make vows, keep your vows. Especially to God. This shit ain't no game. Especially beginning of 2019. You should have seen what I seen. Some people out there probably seen, you know, God doing things beginning of the year. Who, you know, people won't admit it, especially this day and age. I'm not admitting it right now. I'm just crazy nigga smoking a joint with a Bible in my hand and the African book in my hand. You know how they feel about the Egyptian book coming forth by day. Oh, he's Sa Neto. That nigga's crazy. Yeah, right. You know, no publicity is bad publicity for King Joseph because I'm totally positive. And when the man see me in public try to confront me, he knows what I'm about. You fucking approach my spiritual essence or with some people, you know how people are today. I can't even walk down the street, people trying to hump on my leg like a dog and shit. It's fucking crazy. I gotta keep bicycle, skateboard, something, especially in the city where people know me. Love being out in nature, love walking, but for these days, especially for a millennial hippie like me, it's not too safe to be doing it in urban fucking areas anymore because poverty is turned up, dope turned up. California is one big tourist attraction. Like, oh, they love the Frisco used to be the main tourist attraction, but you know, the metaphysics of people's mind and advertisement. And people just want to do fucking dope. Especially in California, rent is so high. If you got a drug habit and shit, you fucking gonna be played out and wore down quick. You know, because like Smokey and the Bandit say, how stupid you are depends on state to state of certain things. Now, see, after we talked about Great House, they talk about Egyptians had multiple gods. The main god for Egypt was called Neter. Neter means actually universal space and time and all that. Neter Nu is Neter basically. You really can't just be running around saying Nu without the Neter. You know, period. Neter Nu is the supreme god. You hear about Osiris, Shu, and Ra and all this stuff, but Neter Nu is hemispherical, and he's universal, planetary wide. This is universal. This is order in the universe, not only order on Earth. Neter Nu is order in the universe. So above as below. Why do we still say a man to this day? A man comes from Egyptology. He wore blue, just like Osiris was green. A man was blue. So we could never escape this, especially the Bible. The car's kind of messy, excuse me, but where did they go in the beginning? Where was Joseph from? Egypt. And it's so beautiful when you pick up the Bible and see a story at a young age. It's a shame. Like I said, I got a good memory, always dream. So you can take it for what you want to. You know, I always thought I was King Joseph. Throughout the trials and stuff in my life, my arm is ashy right now. They go 007. Where's the King Joseph tattoo? Do I have to adjust the camera or take the camera down? All right, let's see the King Joseph tattoo. Boom. You probably couldn't see it, girl. Rotate device. Anyway, how do you just tattoos? King Joseph tattoos. This is the arm I got hit by a car, so I really don't want to be messing with this arm, rotating it and all that stuff. The King Joseph tattoo is really not, we don't want to get too much off the subject, but it's like King Joseph under the watch and all this stuff. And as you can see, I'm stuck in my car, and I know I'm going to have to get up, run around here and do some work. But like I say, I ain't too satisfied running around urban areas without a bike. My bike broke down, everything started breaking down all of a sudden. I'm in a terrible urban area where I did a lot of crimes, and sometimes the devil can still be able to trying to be petty and be out to you. You know, like I said, you know, some places are way worse than others. You know, this is a nice neighborhood, middle class neighborhood, but the devil essence and the drug habits and the confinery that goes on, this people just stuck in probably somebody in a dungeon right now with a crack pipe, or this is. You know, California, you wouldn't believe it. But every state I go, people want to get, you know, it's a dream. Everybody gets to California. Like my grandmother and them was from New Orleans there. Back in the day, everybody just came from somewhere else and, you know, just did the thing. But me, you know, it's like I'm saying, at a young age, I got burned out. I just couldn't deal with it. And then it's like I say, things are a trip. But I deal with it and, you know, come back cool. Ain't nobody running from nobody. But right now, 44-year-old man who really trying to have something in life. Hell no. Like right now, I came back to visit California. I've been here a whole year dealing with this, dealing with that. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about why I'm not at home in Kansas City right now. We're teaching a lesson. We went to Neter Nu. We're on the Egyptology. We're going back to the Bible in a minute. This, you know, don't worry, kids. You know, it's just like sitting through class. Don't worry, just sit there. You know, you're gonna get something out of it. This is an actual lesson. Let's go to the lesson of Osiris that everybody knows. Like I say, we might have some amateurs out there. So when we talk about pharaohship, you know, first off, before we get to the score, we're going to talk about the gods. So Osiris was actually a real person in Egypt, but you know, throughout things and throughout civilizations being buried underground, you know, it gets deeper than that. But let's talk about Osiris. Osiris was the first divine pharaoh of Egypt. God enlightened him. He was real smart. It was almost like people were cavemen, but they wasn't cavemen. So Cyrus came in and said, look, we can do it like this, and you can plant. And they was like, oh man, I just got no knowledge. It was something like the movie Idiocracy, where the guy Joe was an idiot, but he was the smartest person in the world. That was my story. I didn't get paid for that. That's how I view reality, and the people acting like animals, and and all that type of stuff. Like I say, it's not everybody, but God dang, why do people act like that? Even people with jobs don't matter. It's the world, nothing new under the sun, people. A little bird flew by. Why am I always doing that? You know what I'm saying? And it's the sun, and it's a piece of dust or something gonna fly around. You gonna get something to talk about. Damn sure ain't nothing jumping out of these dreads, boy. I prefer baths over showers and wash these things. Get the winter air fresh. People like to create things. Who gives a damn? Insecure people just the hate and the jealousy. For anybody. People just fucking direct a hate anywhere, but we're not talking about the small people. But then again, the Bible do talk about small people too. It just is what it is. So Cyrus, Shu was a Cyrus father. Shu had a wife. So he gave Cyrus a wife. Just boom, this is your wife. The actual sister, wife, who knows? So Cyrus had brothers, so right there is telling you the world was already populated, like the Adam and Eve story. Religion leaves a lot of things out. You have to read between the lines. Christianity, this book, and you look behind me at this air, I look in front of me, it's a very dominating force, like a satellite. Egyptology, Māāt, very dominating force that still exists. These are guys you don't want to disrespect. These are guys you don't want to disrespect. This book you don't want to disrespect. So, that part. I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to the remnant. I'm talking about the GCs. The GC gang against the DC gang. God's children versus the devil's children. I never talk to the devil's children unless I'm giving them a warning. Like I'm a fucking black, red fucking cobra. When my hoods come up, poof, get the fuck up away from me, because you're fucking a space invader. That's why they made the thing Space Invader. Let's go to the rest song, Tom Sawyer. It's Tom Sawyer ass motherfuckers. And it's invading people's space, and authenticality and having wisdom. And yeah, you read this thing long enough, you have wisdom and knowledge, people will start, in the Matrix started fucking attacking you for no reason. You can't even run around, you can't hide from this shit. You can't hide in the closet. That's why rich people got drug habits. Fucking face your destiny. And face reality and live in a fucking present. And you can be a present to the world. Instead of just being a fucking paranoid drug addict with a lot of fucking money. Or no money at all, or it doesn't fucking matter. Cyrus ISIS. So now you got this jealous ass nigga Seth, like the person people almost talking about. We all got jealous family members. Shu put Seth down. They were actual brothers. It was like 8 gods or something. The triad, 9 gods. I know Egyptology well. Okay, that's why I'm sitting here. And some, just like I get on the fake pimps of the world doing the fake pimping, because I had to come home and see the shit. I don't give a fuck, fake dope, and this is what it is. People taking up space in the street, but we're never gonna have peace, because these guys ain't real pimps. They're just fucking playing in the street. Ain't even gotta do that. The guys got jobs, everything. Just come out here, get 100 years, 75 years. But what I want to do, call yourself king. Don't be, Pharaoh word. He's just playing with the shit, dressing up like pharaohs on Halloween. All right, the game gonna book your motherfucking ass in this book. Known to book people. This Bible I got. Double-edged sword, known to burn people. So you gotta live in the present. I work to be King Joseph. I work to be Pharaoh Cyrus on me, right? Do you have a fucking 5-syllable name and you sitting there calling yourself Pharaoh? It's just like the little white boy Plato Socrates, we're gonna talk about Timbuktu. It sounds old niggerish, right? Timbuktu was right along there in Abydos somewhere, if that makes your music to ears feel more comfortable. It was like what, 1,000 miles from Alexandria. That's where it was. So they had a place called the Labyrinth. Even Plato's Socrates told you about Labyrinth was a school. Labyrinth was probably fucking almost as big as a you know how you go to one of them little small cities and they just build houses and just all cookie cutter houses. They said the Labyrinth would be like it. You just get lost in it. It was blocks and blocks and blocks and a couple of stories. It's still a little of it still remains there, but on the internet they're really not gonna tell you what it is. Oh, a big ass rebel and all this. So they had to trust. People have to trust you. Especially, some people just fag out want to deal with men because men can't be trusted. Some women can't be trusted. But you have to deal with trust. God give you knowledge, he will trust you. I'm like Squareface, I don't want to talk about trust. I don't like it. But you have to keep your word. Otherwise, you're just an untrustable bastard. You know, and people don't like people can't be trusted. Like my grandmother used to say, you're a fucking whore up. But now I'm having two conversations with myself because both hemispheres in my head are operating and it's taking it straight up to the crown, straight up to the middle. We were talking about fellowship. See how it works? See how the mind, and I just got loaded. I just, broadened myself, killed some brain cells and had a balance. Wish I wouldn't do it sometime, but the situation is the situation. I've been doing it on the internet. I'm going to keep it 100. You know, it is what it is. You know, I don't need no scapegoats. No apologies, nothing. Like I said, if you're ashamed of it, don't do it. I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I went through this Bible and say, oh, I gotta wait to smoke a joint and rest of this shit. I'm gonna fucking do it right now. I'm gonna do another one before I'm through. Hopefully this shit go to 59 minutes, you know, and it is what it is. Because I'm talking about G-O-D. You know, and some people just love the devil because it's easy, it's profitable, but, you know, it's for a minute. It is what the fuck it is. Okay. Now, Seth and Cyrus was brothers. You know, Cyrus, they got a good, you know, when you look, the Syrian and in the sky, the Osiris belt, you know, maybe a war was won and God threw up the stars. Hey, y'all just get the partying on Earth. This is a fucking reminder, right? You know, that part. So as a, you know, God let Earth, you know, things are in space, so you never know. People say they see things, good things, positive things rotate, but one thing we do know on this Earth, you know, and people knew we were gonna have an intelligence shift. Like I said, things are wait. Like when your ass either gonna go to heaven or are you gonna meet Osiris? You gonna see this black ass face again? King Joseph, Osiris, Uncle Man Ra. Say Asar is Osiris, Uncle Man Ra. See, one thing about kingship in Māāt used to be neglected even in Egypt, even when it was raining. Hycosis came down there, people come down there and invade. That's why I don't talk about slavery. Black men talk about slavery. Egyptians was down there beating white people ass, enslaving white people. You know what I'm saying? But this was about war. They was prisoners of war, domestic. They called them domestic servants. You can read this shit to this day. You know how black people is, man, beating their ass and having sex with their women. Whether you think the white people learned it from, and before that, in Atlantis is, you know, one thing is war and slavery. Even when they talk about space and all this, is just shit. That's two things that's gonna go on because people don't know how to act. People are evil. Slavery, war, and you know, positivity. You know, like they say, heaven ain't too far humble. It's people hating in heaven. You got to get up out of here. You know, sometime maybe God makes the wrong choice. People been around too long. Eternity, you talk about eternity. Maybe eternity is even too long for the soul. Where's your soul at? You know, unfortunately, we can talk about the world too because nothing new under the sun. We doing that. Ecclesiastes say this man saying everything is vanity, even your work. After you accept this shit, even your work is vanity. He's saying, you know, I was gonna go to this chapter, but he's saying your funky ass gonna sit there. You gonna do the days of your work, and if you ain't got no children, you gonna have to leave the shit to the next man. You don't know if the next man responsible or not. This is just how things go. You can accept it, you can't accept it. You know, even devils think they're eternal on the earth. Well, you know, watch TV, you fucking probably get hit by a car. You know, you gotta make preparations for your life. You gotta make protection. This Bible is protection. This book is protection. God protects my life. Especially when I took a vow to be a fucking pharaoh. First of all, you have to take a vow to be fucking totally positive. Totally. And then the total conversation was coming back. That's how sometime I draw a picture for you. But when I get low, I'm about to get loaded again. When I get loaded, it laps and it slips. So I like to fuck with myself. But now I'm on TV fucking with myself and fucking with y'all. Because even though I'm teaching the sermon, I'm going to be a fucking dick. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to fucking keep your attention. Alright? This is King Joseph talking to you, baby. This is King Joseph talking about Māāt. We talking about the Bible. I mean, I don't care if you watch it now. I don't care if you ever watch it 5 years from now. Hear about it, something. You know, the word travels. But let's get back to this Cyrus before I loop Pharaoh shit. See, that was twice. I came back. God let me come back. He let me go here. He go there. Like, man, he probably asking me, well, we not going to play with that either. Because I deal with that in my own head. I don't study dudes in my head. Haters, monkeys, and jumping in front of your face. Only thing about me, if I don't fuck with niggas or bitches, they gonna jump right in my face. Because anybody in Oakland will tell you, you know, when you walk around here for years, Joe don't bother nobody. But everybody know how I used to be. That's why I can relate to these youngsters. I used to be one of these youngsters, but I took a vow of positivity. Maybe the young gangbangers in Oakland, Kansas City, New York, worldwide to watch this shit and listen to my music, they know how I get out. Now they know if I'm talking about God, I'm keeping my word. I ain't gonna lie. Especially with this book in my hand. I like this car. This car ain't burning up. You know, and then let me tell you, since I'm getting on my car, devils, and I'm at home not bothering nobody, spiritual people, everybody got their things broken into. Just like the Buddha said to that lady when she died. She was going to everybody's house with her dead baby in her hand, spooking them out. And the Buddha told her, you know what, go knock on these people's door and ask them how they ever dealt with death. And if a person says no, I bring your baby back to life. And the lady went there and she fucking got it. Alright? So sometimes you need crazy people with begging bowls in their hand and shit because they don't want to sell dope. You fucking need these people around if they're authentic, because something like that might go down, baby. Some God game might go down. And a lot of other things just fucking might not happen, okay? Don't let a fucking devil's child watch this shit before you do. Because he's going to come out there and try to work you with it. But, you know, God's angels, like I say, I'm a pharaoh, you know? And let me tell you something to this, you demons. I can just sit on my throne and send God's angel in the First Dynasty Army. But let me tell you something. Angel's job is to fuck up a devil just like you. Devil's job is to fuck up an angel. So why are you crying? Angels would be whooping people's ass. But the angels I know around Oakland and all this shit, they probably putting their foot in your ass right now. But they keep it out of my face. They respectful enough to keep putting their foot in the demon's ass out of King Joseph's face. So why do you demons come try me? Because you know now even the fucking government follows me around and they don't like it. You know the shit I'm talking, you know, in the 50s, I would have been dead, but I would have been a nigger. I would have got on the bus for white women, all this shit. Bus driver would have been like, oh shit, here come this crazy ass nigga. Just sit down, boy. But I would have had a report. I bet you I would have had a report even with the most racist white people. Just like the Mexicans. I'd have been in prison, riots, and had to fucking walk from the kitchen. And one thing the motherfucking Mexicans know is 5, 6 of them and shit. But that nigga right there, he's a war. He's gonna fucking try to take all of us down, even if he had to fucking die for his respect. Alright? I'm giving it right now to God. So I expect to fucking get it. And this shit ain't procrastinating. This shit is dealing with it. This is a heavy fucking book, and it's heavy on your mind. We haven't even got past one page. And I'm going to end it definitely before 59 minutes, baby. God gang. God know how I be banging. You know what I'm saying? Are you banging for God? You know, if you're in the First Dynasty Army, you definitely banging for God. You know, even though sometimes we long distance and sometimes you love me, sometimes you don't, even in the three-dimensional world. I know damn near everybody in the city. A lot of women. Date a lot of women ever since school, you know, junior high school. You know, software update. Get that shit. One thing about these Samsungs is just as disrespectful as the guy who fucking got on the thing last night talking about bad fucking content. But I guess it turned into fucking good content last night. I was talking about a software update. Look, that's a tap. You know, and people don't be doing that too. You know, when you just see anything on your phone, you need viruses cleaned out. Like I said, I've been to technical school. The 3-4 years of my technical education still going on. Come on, don't BS people. You know, bad products. People used to make products last. Like some of you fine talking toys, they still value. It's still here. The people making plastic stuff, just environmental. Come on, don't do business with these guys. But sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. People doing plastic business right now. Like I say, I'm on no spot, but am I in the middle of the mix? Even the youngsters respect that. It's not necessarily the youngsters. It's Oakland. Come on, it's like I told you, California, one big gate around. People do what they fucking want to do. That's why there's so many prisons. People think they can do what they want to do. We talking about the law. The law is here. You know, karma has laws. And believe it or not, things you see, all this shit are put together by laws. Otherwise, the fucking ocean be running around. So come on, man. Try to expand a little bit off that TV or what people tell you. You know, you got some people around here just because a person white, you know, they believe it. I tell somebody something, and that person come tell them white, same thing. But see, that reverse psychology shit and all this shit, you know, you got people more racist than used to be racist, and just programmed like that. You know, just it fucking ignorance. Like I say, when the Matrix attack you, give me some racist shit. Because people are weak. You know, we don't want to get on the devil's chairs, and I'm weak. If I think I'm sitting here fucking smoking this. But like I say, I was blessed by God to have a life. And it's my choice. I signed up for this shit. And I'm not ashamed of it because I fucking signed up for it. When I was in heaven, God was like, man, you want to go down here and play this shit again? I said, you know what? Fuck, you know, let's rock. Let's rock and roll because eternity too long. I'm sitting up in this motherfucker getting bored. So know what the fuck you signed up for. Don't neglect God, Jesus Christ. Don't neglect the religion, Māāt. You know, you gotta know history. Huh? You know, I respect the Sumerians, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I respect the motherfucking devil for the bullshit he do around this motherfucker. You gotta give it to get it. Because that motherfucker gonna respect me. Motherfucker know my name. Just like they knew Jesus' name. They see me coming down the motherfucking street, wherever. Here come King Joe. Oh shit, the demons. I can go anywhere in the fucking world. And get the royal fuckery treatment because they see the fucking spiritual essence around me. And they don't fucking like it. Me and the angels come down the street rocking. They to see that shit. You know, stand up if you want to. Don't think I don't know these motherfuckers around me. And you see this big old Pharaoh spiritual armor. Boom! I went to war, put that shit on. The blue fucking crown. If I'm coming against you, you too disrespectful. You got a motherfucking demon gonna know my name. He gonna fucking see it. I don't give a fuck. It's 12 at night. I ain't gotta walk around scared. That's what fucking scared people. Look how I look. Think people scared of me? People scared because I ain't fucking with them. This is one city where people think they can rub up against you if you by yourself and try to play you and all that shit. You know, like damn near 80% of the day, people in California, people trying to beg and shit and just take time out of your fucking day. Motherfuckers seeing 500,000 people at you just to get an hour. What did these people do with their time? The gas too high for that shit. California breaking motherfuckers for doing out of pocket shit like that. When you just drive around, I learned that shit 17 years old. When you just drive around aimlessly without a purpose, police get on your ass. I think most working fucking zombies got more tickets. They just ride around burning gas with nothing to fucking do. Especially these days. No social skills. I wanted to socialize with somebody. You gonna get on the internet and you just gonna go to just fucking dinner party. You know, utensil party. You don't even fucking have a kitchen like utensil. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go there and be a pervert like the rest of the pervert sick motherfuckers. And just think about sex. Fucking not even having sex or pleasure. I'm thinking about fucking And then, after she come to my house and my friends, lustful bullshit, all right? And like I say, I'm not going to sit up here and throw a sermon about what the fuck the next man doing. We talking about the present. We talking about this Bible. We talking about Māāt. We talking about the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I mean, you right in the present. So you got to be listening when you run this back. Even if I run it back, I know what the fuck I said. And I know what I'm about. And we going to get back to the 20-year mystery school. Plato, Socrates, all this shit. When I was talking about the labyrinth, they had to go to a 20-year mystery school or they couldn't be trusted. And then, boom, talk about trust. So that was a plus and equal. That was 2. I'm going to hit you with what it equals. United States, right across this fucking street from the White House, they had a house of masonry, 33 degrees. These are the people who took this book, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. See this big old book I got in my hand that's weighing it down, and I'm keeping it 100. And then you see this book, that's what the fucking United States is built on. Do you live in reality? Are you looking at King Joseph in the eyes as you fucking with King Joseph? No, because you a demon. What you telling your kids? Don't fuck with niggas like that. Don't fuck with him. I'm a motherfucking man. And that's why the nigga gay. Because you teach him how to do the opposite. That's why your daughter keep ending up. I'm 44 years old. I'm out of this shit. Now, 18-year-old girl, you raising? Come on. We living in a whole different shit. These kids still acting like that. But with other people. Just like putting crack in the ghetto. Now, the fucking in California, the white man in the suburbs got to buy fucking dope and crank from the Mexicans because they bringing barrels of shit down here. So don't talk about racism and karma. You talking to a man who passed brilliant, went to zillions. With God raining fucking knowledge and wisdom down on his head. You see the fucking 2 creases? I'm just a dumbass, ghetto-ass nigga, right? I be trying to rub this shit. Because, my hands. I need to put some, I got some, matter of fact, I got some olive oil. Olive oil was expensive as hell, and I mixed it with some lotion. Where my olive oil? Can that? When you really go shopping and buy food and buy things, see that, actually it's coconut oil. Oh, Ashes, excuse me, he just bought coconut oil. Oh, my bad. But you mix the coconut oil, man, with the and it blazes some hands up. Like I said, last year I was doing a bunch of stuff. Shit still drying me up. Like I say, women know me, know I got fucking dishpan hands, right? But yeah, Papa Joe, 44 years old, things ain't weighing up, adding up. I can't be doing that shit no more. It's sucking my shit. I ain't no young man no more. I think God really telling me, and this going to 58, I only have to teach you one more lesson, but I have to teach you about my life too with this. Otherwise, who the fuck is gonna listen to a nigga who trying to see? That's that devil essence. I know devil's gonna watch this, but the devil, like I say, don't let the devil know me better than you know me. The devil knows I ain't conning with this goddamn Bible in my hand. This is 2-gun, double-barrel, Dirty Harry, nigga, from 9800 Oakland all the way to Kansas City, baby. Main Street, peace to the women on Main Street. When them big old country girls with them basketball booties jacked them pants up and walk down Main Street, hit that one time for King Joseph, baby. God gang. Them girls about their business, just like these Bay Area women. And then they faggots in Kansas too, just like these Bay Area bros can fag off. But everybody love KJ for the good or the bad. We talking about the women, we talk about everybody. Like I got hella bros, but I got good rapport with positive men everywhere. And one thing about KC, piece of KC, got some motherfucking man out there. You got to cut this remnant out here, but most of the guys, the real niggas, and now you had one thing about 3 strikes, you had people leave the state, and then you had then that's when the fake pimping came in, because people didn't want to touch sex, so they sent. We're not. Yeah, the present, and me dealing with California right now, and wanting to go home, but I got bills to pay, and don't be without your money. Like they say, money ain't everything, but it's right up there with every motherfucker, especially if you and King Joseph. You want to be in this first dynasty, you got to work. But I done went to school 20 years. Even the government, or playing God, sent me to school 20 years who couldn't do shit. And now, when you can be trusted, think I'm going to spit in the government face, God face, or even the fucking government playing God. Well, I want to be in the government. I want to fucking run for office. You know, just because I committed crimes, don't mean I can't run for office, motherfucker. I might not be able to work for your bullshit company, but yeah, motherfucker, I can be a fucking congressman. Believe that, bitch. Oh, excuse me. All right, that's 59 minutes, baby. But thank you for watching the church and helping yourself. King Joseph Church of God, Jesus Christ+Māāt, baby. I love y'all. First Dynasty Army, baby. Come, educate with me long enough. I'll be back. I'm gonna start a church before I'm 50 in Kansas. It's gonna work because I promised God I was gonna do it. Don't want to do it even, but it's gonna work. Okay, love you.